There are lots of differences between life in America and life in France, but here's a few random ones. I live in Paris, so I'm generalizing a little bit. Number one, if you are eating at a sit-down restaurant in Paris and you want to leave, you want to pay, you can just stand up. This is considered extremely rude in America. You cannot stand up and walk over to your server and ask to pay. So if you just start leaving before you've paid, people will probably think you're dining and dashing. And number two, piggybacking off of that, if you're paying at a restaurant, you don't tap the card yourself to pay. You hand the server your card and the server leaves, takes it away for like 5 minutes and then brings it back, and that's how you pay. I used to be a waitress in America, and the European tourists would always get so confused when I was taking their card away from them. Number three, if you're peeing in a public bathroom in a stall in France or in Europe in general, stalls are complete doors, like complete rooms. Like that's my bathroom. That's what the bathroom stalls are like. In America, the bathroom stalls do not go up to the ceiling. They're just kind of little dividers that have hinges that are set up in the middle of the room. And then there's space between the floor and the ceiling. And number four, you will never have to pay to use the bathroom in America. If you want to use the bathroom at like a Starbucks or a McDonald's, yeah, then you have to pay for something, you have to buy something. But if you're at a train station in America, you don't have to pay $1 to get into the bathroom or something. Really bizarre to me that you have to pay to pee here. Number five, I feel like nobody says bless you here. Obviously in French, it's not bless you, it's "à tes souhaits," but if you're standing on the subway and somebody sneezes, like 3 people will say bless you, but nobody does it here. Those are some random differences.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. So all credits goes to the creators in this video. So guys, in today's video we are going to be looking at the culture shocks between France and the United States, and all these wonderful creators have a lot to say. Let's get into these videos and let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you living in France, or have you lived in France? Have you lived in the United States? What are the culture shocks that you can see, that you notice, and maybe these people have not mentioned in work, businesses, schools, the drinking culture, the dating culture, the tips culture, the eat also? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I can't wait to hear from you. Let's watch these videos, and if you have found value in this video at the end of it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.
Something that really shocked me about the French school system is that grading is out of 20 points, right? In order to pass or validate, you need to get a 10 out of 20. The minimum. That's just the minimum. And a perfect score is getting 20 out of 20. However, the French don't just give out 20s out of 20s. In the US, getting a perfect score, an A+, it's kind of easy depending on where you are, what subject it is. However, in France, the 20 out of 20 is rare.
3 culture shocks that I've had as an American living in France. First of all, the McDonald's here is expensive. I remember when I was au pair, I got lunch for myself and the 2 kids that I had, and our meals together were about $20, and we didn't even really get anything. Burger King is so good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Burger King here, it doesn't have like that, you know how they say it's boiled, I don't know, but the smell of Burger King in the US, you don't have that smell here, and the burgers are larger. They're just so good. The fries are good, the customer service is good, the inside is clean. It's so nice. The kids are well behaved here. French parents do not play. They will discipline their kids outside. I've seen a couple of men like taking their kids to the alley like, hey, get it together. I haven't seen one kid on a leash since I've been here.
Being an American in France is like a complete 180 from your regular life. So here are some of my culture shocks as an American 1 month in a studying abroad in France. The first one has to be that there's no dryers and the washing machine is in the kitchen. Hold on, let me show you this. Here's all our clothes just out drying. And it takes at least a day for all of your clothes to be dry. And the apartment elevators are miniature. What? Like that can comfortably fit 1 person. But there have been times where other people will get in with you and you just feel so uncomfortable because you're way too close to them. And the cigarettes. Pretty much every single person smokes here. Like everyone. Even in school, our classes are 3 hours long, but we have a 15-minute break right in the middle. And every single student gets up and goes to smoke for that 15 minutes. It's like a smoke break being built into the class time. And then going to what's deemed acceptable to wear outside. Wearing something like this, like leggings and a sweatshirt, no, unacceptable. If you're not dressed nice, everyone's like, that's an American.
Things in French grocery stores that are weird to Americans. There are no low-fat products. In America, you find reduced fat options everywhere. Not here, despite the fact that they are all slim. Eggs are not refrigerated. They're just sitting on a shelf, completely unbothered by the concept of salmonella. In America, we treat our eggs like dairy, but here, they're free range, even in the store. The cheese selection is abundant, and there's even a whole section for fondue. Every person buys a baguette. Literally every single person at checkout had one. Whether it's in a shopping cart, a bicycle basket, or under an arm, it's basically a fashion statement. Grocery stores sell clothes. Need a new pair of jeans? It's right next to the wine aisle. Oh, and wine is cheaper than water. Because priorities.
I've lived in France for a little over a month now. Here are some culture shocks. For a little bit of background, I'm American. I have lived in Italy and Spain, and this is my first time living in France. I'm currently living just outside of Paris, so this is my experience in Paris as well as in a smaller town. We do have a car yielding to the right. I still don't really understand this. So say you're on a main road and there's a road to your right, like maybe into like a neighborhood or something, that a car will be coming out of that road and just fly into the street, just fly in front of you, and you're supposed to stop for them. Like, we've been honked at if we don't slow down for this car. It's so interesting, but it doesn't happen every time. So I don't really know if it's a rule or if it's like a suggestion. Maybe it's courteous to yield to the right, but it's just so opposite to what I'm used to. Also, this is something that I noticed outside of the city. There are roads that are so narrow. It's just a one-way. It's a very narrow street, and there's parked cars along the road. And the parked cars will switch off the side of the road that it's parked on. So you're literally like, which is so weird to me. It is. I literally feel like I'm on Mario Kart Wii. Like, I've never driven like this in real life until now. It's crazy. Pomeranians? Or is that like the dog of France? Because I've never seen so many Pomeranians in my entire life. I know that the French or Parisians have a really bad reputation for being rude, but truly, they're so nice. At least from my experience so far. Who knows if it will change? But the worst I've experienced is a little bit of attitude because I'm speaking English, which, grand scheme of things, not that bad. I have lived in a country where I was screamed at, glared at, and bumped into on multiple occasions. I personally think the French are nice. And to go along with the niceness, they don't stare here. If you don't know, in America, it's incredibly rude to stare. And I feel like the people here really be minding their own business. Maybe it's a big city thing, because I know that's the way it is in New York as well, but I appreciate it. Last thing I noticed that actually had me shook was the fact that people genuinely say voila here. It reminds me of the first time I heard Mamma Mia in Italy, because people genuinely say it. Like, they're like, oh, Mamma Mia. Like, I literally thought that was fake. And same with voila. Voila. This is just off of my personal experience, not everyone's experience. I've only been here for a month, so it's still pretty fresh, but that's it.
I know you only gave birth 30 minutes ago, but we have someone waiting on this room, so we gotta make this quick. Here is your bill for $10,000. No, that can't be right. It should only be like $2,000 to $3,000. I have health insurance and I chose this hospital because it's in network. See, honey, the hospital's in network, but the doctor who delivered your baby and the anesthesiologist were out of network doctors. So they're not covered by your insurance at all. What? No one told me this could happen. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this. Well, you better scurry on back to work then, because your employer wasn't required to provide any maternity leave, and if you miss a day, you might lose your job and not be able to pay us. Congratulations on your new baby. No, sit down. It's okay. You should stay here for 3 days. We want to make sure everything is okay before you go home for your minimum 8 weeks of maternity leave. And don't worry, everything is paid by Sécurité Sociale, so you don't owe us any money at all. And actually, here is a check for almost $2,000 to make sure that you have everything that you need for your new baby.